My name is Mary Bergman and I'm the Executive Director of the Nantucket Preservation Trust. Thanks for supporting our annual August Fête. We've got another house tour. We're here at 40 Lily Street, the home of Tom and Beth Lowy. This is a unique building. It was originally a stable or a carriage house for a man named William Smith Walsh. It was built in 1900 and Walsh lived right around the corner over on Center Street. In 1926, this structure was converted into a residence, and the Lowys purchased it in 1989. We're going to go inside and we'll hear about the changes that they've made to this house and see some of their unique collections. And we'll finally find out the story behind the name here, Gracie's Mansion.
Beth and I started coming to Nantucket in the late 60s, early 70s. And when we started a family, we started to rent here in the summer. We rented in Pocomo and Cisco and Nantucket. Then we got a dog, Gracie, and nobody would rent to us any longer. So my wife, being the practical one, said, well, we'll buy a house. And that's what we did. We started looking at beach homes. But then our realtor, Rich Leone, showed Beth this carriage house. And she just immediately fell in love. And you ask why? I don't know. There's that moment when you look at a property, when you know it's the right property. And we used to be in the real estate sales business, and we've seen it.
And they call it the aha moment.
Yeah, we've seen it 1,000 times. You just connect with the property, and we connected with this old barn, even though it was pretty ratty when we saw it. We were young and ambitious, and we thought we could make it into a home, and we did. And Gracie lived out her life here, and Rich made the sign and named the house Gracie's Mansion, which, as most people know, is also the name of the mayor's residence in New York City, Gracie Mansion. As Lily Street is mostly a service street, there were laundries here, boarding houses, blacksmith and sale yards. And as you can see on the wall over there, the outline of barn doors that used to enter onto Lily Street. Lily Street was a two-way street at one time. Hard to believe that you could get two carriages up and down, but it was. And this was used as a place to repair and house carriages. And there's a wagon wheel hanging on the wall there that came with the house, which I think is an original wagon wheel. There are also barn doors out back and a barn door over here. And everything is original. We did sand the walls when we bought it and revarnished them. And there's hardly a change. It was a waste of money. But, that's what it was, a working house. The library was clearly an add-on at some point, but it's made with the same beaded board, and the original shingles from the front of the house are still hanging there. We never covered them over. We have modernized it with some modern heat, and I'm an inveterate bookshelf builder. Every year I add more shelves for more books and junk. We have projectors, gramophones, and an original Edison roll player. And those are the original gold rolls that play on the machine. There's one in there now. I can play it probably. It's been a long winter for this machine. You know, there's so many hidden gems in this town. We sometimes get invited to places and we're just overwhelmed by how beautiful
Really
they are.
cool old places and really cool, beautiful new places. But I prefer this, and I love being in town, and I love this location, and it's just so peaceful. And then you just walk a few blocks and you're
At the drugstore.
Yeah, It's great.
which is what we're used to since we live in New York City. We have two sons, and they used to come quite often and work here.
And live
Our older
downstairs.
son got fired from more jobs than you can count. And David worked at Jetty's a couple of summers. He was the rental guy for the chairs and the umbrellas. That was a good job.
Yeah. Wow. All here in this house.
And now they have kids of their own, and it goes by.
We've made a lot of wonderful friends here, all over the island, which really makes it worthwhile being here.